Hello, all you lovely Capricorns out there listening to my reading for the month of March 2016. Welcome. And I want to say a really big thank you for you before I even start my reading, because you have given me so much support and watching my videos every month since I started showing these on Astrolada's channel. So I do thank you for that. And I also just want to say thank you to everybody who has requested private readings with me. I love doing them. So if you want to have a reading with me, you can find a link below the video, and you can also check Astrolada's fabulous new website at astrolada.com and have a look there and find me on her readers page. So what I'm going to do for you this month is I'm going to look at the beginning, the middle, and the end of the month. And make sure you listen right through to the end of this reading, because I'm going to do a special focus on the solar eclipse on the 8th of March for you, and the lunar eclipse, which is happening on the 24th of March, or depending on where you are in the world, it might be a little bit before that. But it is quite a significant month with these two eclipses, so I wanted to be able to tell you what the angels' take was on that, and also listen to Astrolada's March video and have a look at the cosmic things that are happening for you. So first of all, Capricorn, what I have to tell you is we begin the month with the Five of Earth. And this is where you are going to have a little bit of a wobble when it comes to money and finances and just general stability. And there's this kind of sense of foreboding a little bit. But don't worry, because the rest of the month pans out beautifully. So it's just this thing that, we hit these speed bumps in the road when it comes to our sense of groundedness and security and prosperity. But so that's where you are. And so some of you, being Capricorns, being grounded, being sure about where you stand in life and financially, that's always really important to you as a star sign. And this is for you if you have a sun sign in Capricorn, or if your rising sign is in Capricorn. It may be that some of you are self-employed, and that's going through a little bit of a shaky time as well. And I always find that February, I've been self-employed for 15 years, and I find that February is often a month where people are still consolidating their finances after having spent a lot around the festive period in the new year. And as we get to the end of the month, people get paid and things get back on track. So I wouldn't worry too much about it, because the rest of the month looks very good indeed for you. So as we get to the middle of the month, you have the Queen of Fire card, and you've also got the Nine of Fire too. So the fire cards are all about momentum. They're all about action. They're all about passionate energy, that we make things happen and things happen in our life. So when you get the Queen of Fire, it's just such a fabulous card to get in a reading. And I'll tell you why. Because the energy of this card is like Beyonce, She's just full of vim and vigor and sassiness. She knows who she is. She's flaunting it. And whether you are a man or a woman listening to this reading, it doesn't matter. This is saying to you, you're fabulous. You're pretty fabulous. And actually, by the middle of March, you start to engage with that energy. You start to engage with that inner god or goddess, and it starts to exude out of you. And as it radiates out of you, it's like an aura that is magnetic, and it attracts people to you. So the Queen of Fire, she doesn't have to go out and hunt people down and get their attention. No, she's got it going on. So she attracts that attention all by herself, and people gravitate towards her because she's just got this yummy magnetic vibrancy. So I would take advantage of all of that lovely energy that hopefully you will see opening up after the solar eclipse on the 8th. And I'll talk more about that at the end of the reading. But do not underestimate yourself, your power, your positivity, your creativity. And don't let the beginning of the month, any minor blips or hangovers from February, push you off track, let you get caught up in worry. Because that's not who you are. You're pretty fabulous, and so always remember that and hold on to that. This card can also signify a woman coming into your life who is a fire sign, who is an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo. And she's a pretty awesome character, so look out for her because she's going to make life quite interesting. I'm not seeing an awful lot of love and romance. She's just a fiery nature, so she really livens things up, and she's a great person to have around and kick ideas around and make you feel good about yourself. So just enjoy hanging out with this person if you know she shows up in the middle of the month. And then by the time we get to the end of March, Capricorn, we have the Nine of Fire. So you've got a lot of fire, certainly in the middle to late part of March. And this card has this warrior lady holding this torch, and she's got this dragon protecting her, but the fearsome look on her face says she really doesn't even need this protection. It's just like an extra added little bit of protection, but within herself she's very strong. And nines are all about getting to the end of a cycle. You haven't quite got there. You've still got work to do. But what this card is saying to you very powerfully is don't give up. So if at the beginning of March you were feeling a little bit unsure of what you're doing, if you have a business and things haven't been working out as you would have wanted them to, the tide is going to turn by the middle of March, and do not think of giving up under no circumstances. Maybe you will have to rehash your plans. Maybe you will have to tweak things a little bit. Maybe you'll have to let go of certain ideas that you were holding on to. But one thing I can say for sure is do not give up. Do not give up on any dreams that you've been working towards when it comes to career or anything that you're passionate about in any way, shape or form, be it love, moving home, getting a new car, anything that you've got your sights on. You can do this, and you are so close to the cusp of actually achieving it. That's what the Nine of Fire is all about. So yes, you are quite close to achieving what it is that you want to achieve as an outcome, so do not give up, okay? So I drew a couple of cards for you in relation to what's coming up with the solar eclipse on the 8th and the lunar eclipse on the 24th of March. And the solar eclipse is very much about opportunities opening up. So what is coming in for you? What newness is flooding into your life in the month of March? Or the eclipse, actually, having read up about it, I'm not an astrologer, but I have an interest in astrology. And I have seen that, you know, these things can take effect up to a month before or a month after. So look out for the ripple effect of that. Maybe you've seen some opportunities coming in already, or maybe you will see them up to a month afterwards. But what is important for you is a new journey. So you can see there's this lady, and she's doing a bit of a balancing act on this rope bridge, but she's got all this baggage there. And then there's this signpost, and it's being lit really perfectly by the lantern at the top of the lamppost. And there's lots of different directions she could go in, but she's definitely going in a new direction. And it looks as though she's about to leave her baggage behind her. So this is saying to you, Capricorns, that a new avenue is opening up for you. There may be more than one, and you're having to make a choice. But one thing is for sure, you are actually leaving some of the past behind you in order to seek out new opportunities, fresh adventures. You may be going on a physical journey, physically moving, that the opportunity comes for you around the time of the eclipse or 4 weeks after, for you to go in a fresh direction. And your angels are saying to you, take that chance, take that opportunity when it comes. Of course, make your decisions wisely. Go with your intuition. What does your intuition tell you? But then fully embrace these new opportunities, because they can bring you some quite exciting adventures. And then when it comes to what is going to take place around the full moon, around the lunar eclipse, well, this is all about what do you need to let go of. And this heart-shaped card is by a card deck by Tony Carmine Salerno, whose work I'm just starting to absolutely fall in love with, does a range of really beautiful oracle cards. And these are called the Heart and Soul cards. And here you've got this vertical column of coloured spots, of coloured circles. And these represent the chakras. And most significantly, they represent, at the base with the purple, this kind of indigo colour, that represents the third eye. And then the lilac color represents the crown chakra, and then the white light at the top is, the divine source of enlightenment, of light. So what does this mean? Well, what you're going to be letting go of is old feelings. So I feel as though certainly in the first part of this new year, the old feelings have been resurfacing, and you find yourself on an emotional roller coaster. Now, feelings come up for all sorts of different reasons. Don't fight them. But this card is saying to you that it's important that you don't judge them. They are part of you. Embrace them. Love them, but let these things go because they are part of the past. You're going through a healing process at the moment. And what you're letting go of is everything that you felt made you wrong. So sometimes we do things, we make mistakes, we make silly decisions we believe are silly, but they're actually part of our soul's growth. So now anything that you do that results in some horrendous, catastrophic chain of events, or some big clangor, as we say, dropping a clangor in the UK, where you just do something that you think is silly and you just wish you hadn't, but actually it was kind of meant to be, and it's taught you a lesson. So grow from those lessons, embrace those lessons. You aren't wrong, you are perfect in this moment, but also you need to let go of that judgment of yourself. And so anything that's gone wrong, anything where you could have made a better turn in the road or a better decision, that's all part of you, part of your learning. Let it go and embrace the newness, because there are new opportunities, new travels, new exciting adventures coming up for you. You have the tenacity and the willpower to do this. And those thoughts and feelings of negativity, of blaming yourself, they're all part of your ego, because our higher self doesn't blame. Our higher self doesn't beat you up. It looks at you with love and kindness and compassion. And that is the ticket to your success. So that is what you're leaving on the rope bridge, okay? So I wish you many blessings for the coming month of March. If you'd like to follow me day to day and get some angel inspiration, I have a Facebook page that is called Angel Lady. So if you have a search on Facebook for that. And I just wish you so many great things for the month of March, and I hope that the passage through the eclipses is a smooth one and brings you lots of blessings and opportunities.